Okay, so let's talk about the periodic table. So the periodic table is a way that all of the elements are arranged, and they are arranged in order of increasing atomic number, so a number of protons, but they are also in what are called groups and periods that have similar reactivities and properties. So I'm going to draw a really rough version of the periodic table here. Feel free to look at the periodic table in your textbook or on the PowerPoint slides and follow along. But I'm just going to draw on this one so we can kind of color code what's happening here. So a vertical column is called a group. And a horizontal row is called a period. So we can talk about where things are located based on the column that they're in, the group, and then the period that they're in, the row. So first of all, the first group in the periodic table, this first group right here called group 1, these are called the alkali metals. So this is group 1. These are called the alkali metals. Everything in group 1. Maybe before I go into group by group, I should break a few things up. So over here, there's, in most periodic tables, kind of a difference in color or like a solid darker line here. This is called the metalloid staircase. And elements that are on either side of this metalloid staircase are called metalloids. They have some properties of metals and some properties of nonmetals. But before we get into that, everything to the left of the metalloid staircase is considered a metal, and everything to the right of the metalloid staircase is considered a nonmetal. So we're going to identify things based on their location on the periodic table. So we have metals, nonmetals, and metalloids in the middle. Okay, so group 1, alkali metals. Group 2, these are called alkaline earth metals. Everything in group 2 here. And that's group 2. Alkaline earth metals. Everything that's in this middle box here and there are some examples, some exceptions. A lot of things that we'll talk about in chemistry, there will be rules and then there will be exceptions to the rules. But everything in this middle section here, these are called transition metals. And then here, along here, we have this metalloid staircase. So here we have group 1, group 2, then we skip these 10 in the middle. Then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's start here at 7. Group 6, these are called the chalcogens. I'm not going to require that you know the chalcogens, but that is group 6. Group 7 here, again, this is not really drawn very well, but group 7, these are called the halogens. And then in group 8, these are called the noble gases. So we will learn a lot more about the periodic table as we proceed through the rest of this class. It's important that you're able to identify elements in these different categories, knowing if something is a metal or a nonmetal, if it's a noble gas, halogen, alkaline earth metal, or alkali metal, and that this metalloid staircase separates the metals and the nonmetals. There are many different forms of the periodic table. The numbering might be a little bit different, but these are the basic things that you need to know for now about the periodic table. And we'll explain a lot more of this later as we start talking about specific parts and specific groups and families.